As you started to really use your platform and speak up, during the course of your NFL career, were there players in the locker room, teammates who you felt like, sort of had your back? And I'm just curious what those dynamics were like in the locker room week in and week out as, you were continuing to speak out. And I'm sure, you were trying to find guys you could confide in who you felt like, sort of shared that mission with you.
Yeah, so for me it was interesting because when I first started speaking out, when I wrote the Deadspin piece that went super viral, I had a bunch of guys come up to me in the locker room, and the split was really interesting because it mirrored kind of the split in public society at the time, where about 60% of them said, "Yeah, we fully agree with everything you're doing. Like, we think it's great," and then 40% of them were like, "Yeah, I don't really agree with you on the same-sex marriage issue, but the First Amendment stuff, that's really important. Like, we feel like that's like people should be able to speak up." And I thought that was interesting because it reflected the polling at the time, where the general populace was like essentially 60-40 in favor of same-sex marriage, and so. Like, one of the things that I did as a player was I knew guys wouldn't want me preaching in the locker room, right? So for me, I was more than happy to have a conversation with guys if they came up and initiated it. But I'm there to play football, right? It's hard to keep your job in the NFL. And, I'm more than happy to talk with you if you want to talk about it, but I'm not going to be like cornering someone in their locker and be like, "So what are your thoughts on same-sex marriage?"
Yeah. Right.
It's like, that's just a dick move, right?